infectious diseases, research, medicine, health. Welcome to Outbreak News Interviews. And now, broadcasting from the Outbreak News Skylar Studios in beautiful West Central Florida, here is your host, microbiologist and editor of OutbreakNewsToday.com, Robert Harriman.
Hey everybody, this is Robert, and welcome to Outbreak News Interviews. Now on July 5th, the Philippines Department of Health declared a leptospirosis outbreak in the Metro Manila area with a recent surge of the serious bacterial infection. Joining me today to talk about leptospirosis and the outbreak in the Philippines is Ted Herbosa, MD. Dr. Herbosa is the Executive Vice President of the University of the Philippines. Dr. Herbosa, welcome to the show, sir.
Hi, Robert, and thank you for having me tonight.
Yes, sir. I appreciate it very much. Before we get into the situation in Manila and across the country, can you talk about leptospirosis? Like, what about the pathogen, where it's found in nature, and how do people contract it?
Okay. Leptospirosis is caused by a bacteria called Leptospira, and it's a relative of the spread through a vector. An animal spreads it, usually rodents or rats, actually urine, where it's contaminated by the spirochete, and your skin has a break. You can get infected by leptospirosis, Leptospira, and you'll get the disease called leptospirosis. The disease involves, jaundice or yellowing of your sclera, redness of the eyes, flu, some your liver and your kidneys, or when they fail, the kidneys fail and you'll need dialysis, and it can be fatal.
Now, but fortunately, leptospirosis can be treated with antibiotics, correct?
Correct. If you treat them, if you diagnose it early, it can be treated by an antibiotic called doxycycline, and it's very treatable. However, most of the patients consider it to be just flu-like symptoms because symptoms are very similar. And
Dr. Herbosa, what's the situation now in both Metro Manila and across the Philippines in general?
Okay, the leptospirosis outbreak was declared in 18 barangays or towns, small towns in Metropolitan Manila, not the whole Metropolitan Manila, just 18 towns. And the reason for the declaration is that there is a 38% increase in the numbers of leptospirosis cases being seen in the hospitals of patients coming from these 18 different barangays. So the reason is it's a higher number than the numbers reported last year, and that's why the Secretary of Health decided to declare a leptospirosis outbreak so that the people can be warned.
And what is the situation in other islands, other cities around the country?
Oh, there is no leptospirosis outbreak in all the other parts of Metro Manila.
Okay.
That's majority of it, and there are 17 cities there, and it's only small barangays in 3 or 4 cities. So it's really the areas where there is actually probably a higher rodent population. Mm-hmm. I think that's the reason why there is an increase in the number. And of course, the flooding.
Right.
You see, leptospirosis is gotten from wading in flooded waters where the urine of the rodents are. So it's a disease wherein you don't need to be bitten by the rat. You don't even have to see the rat or the rodent. You just have to wade in waters that has the spirochete, and you get the infection.
Okay, so there's been some recent bad weather in the Metro Manila area where there's been causing flooding?
It's our yearly monsoon rain. So during this year, certain areas that are low-lying get the seasonal flooding. So the problem is people continue to wade in flood waters. Sure. Rodent populations or rats are directly proportional to the amount of solid waste that's actually accumulated. So if the city or the municipality do not manage their solid waste well, the rodent population can increase and the leptospirosis cases can increase.
Okay, and lastly, Dr. Herbosa, what actions are the DOH taking to get the outbreak under control?
Okay, so the first is the warning that not to wade in dirty flood waters. So apparently I get reports of people still wading through dirty flood water, so their risk is still there. The Secretary of Health has asked the local chief executives, that means the barangay captains and the mayors, to actually disseminate the information on how you acquire the disease leptospirosis. So the plan is really to educate the people about this. And the problem is sometimes there's no way but actually to wade through flood water. So they're offering treatment of doxycycline or antibiotics if they have been exposed. So the government will also give away doxycycline in those areas declared with an outbreak.
Okay. Well,
the other thing that the government's doing is that all the hospitals, the public hospitals, have prepared what they call dialysis units. We're doing peritoneal dialysis for the seriously ill that will be coming in the hospital. So I've seen the pictures of the hospital preparing this extra bed for this leptospirosis cases coming into the emergency rooms.
Well, very good. I want to thank you, Dr.
So you have both the prevention and the hospital side. Okay.
Well, very good. I want to thank you, Dr. Ted Herbosa, for your time and your expertise on this topic. I appreciate it, sir.
Thank you very much, Robert.
All right.
I hope I've educated the people about leptospirosis.
Very good. I appreciate it. Have a nice day, sir.
If you are worried you have Lyme disease, or just like the outdoors, and want the peace of mind of knowing whether you have Lyme disease or not, there is a new Lyme screening test based on decades of research by Dr. Richard Marconi, a professor at VCU Medical Center. For more information, visit glymedx.com. That's glymedx.com, or email at info@glymedx.com.